It's been one tribal council, and this game is already off to a rip-roaring start. It has been a crazy past week. I mean, I've played a few times, and it's never been like this.
Big drama from last tribal. Used my one idol, so that's great. Bye.
That first tribal, I think, did a number on our team.
I am so relieved that we ended up getting Drew out of this game because it does seem like his main strategy was to get Justin and myself to be at odds.
Found out Drew's been lying to myself, but also to Robbie, but also to everyone the entire time.
Everything Justin said about Robbie, Drew made up. And apparently he made up shit about Robbie to tell Justin.
He did use some personal leverage to get us to not like each other, and it worked.
I think that we made very much the right decision. And I think Justin kind of got a lot of heat unnecessarily.
I've been really trying to clear my name. Totally not the vicious person I was painted out to be.
Justin and I have talked. We have cleared the air. I do believe a lot of what Justin is telling me is true in regards to Drew. I think Drew is playing us all. I mean, Drew literally Johnny Fair played me. He cried to me, and it turns out he was doing the same thing to Justin to try and keep us at each other's throats. Why he voted for Manny, I have no idea.
There's some shady ass bitches always like to say voted for me. I'm hoping one of them is already out of the competition, but we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
I think that us going to tribal brought us closer together. We went through something crazy together. I mean, Drew was trying to be a mastermind of everything and had all of us gooped.
And Drew made such a mess that it resulted in his game getting out. He made up a lie about Justin giving his idol to Manny, and then that lie made me, Kath, and Robbie be like, well, we don't want to vote out Justin or Manny because one of them might have the idol, so we need to vote out Drew. So Drew's random lie that he did not need to make up, just an unnecessary lie, cost him the game. And here we are.
This week I've been talking a lot to Justin. I actually really like Justin. Robbie and Richie are kind of I don't want to take him to the merge, but for my game, I think it'd be worth it to take him to the merge because nobody knows him on the hero side. And I think he'd be really good to infiltrate and get information from people I want out.
So I would move forward with the villains. We'll see what happens, but I'm really hoping we win this challenge and we can just take a freaking breather.
So I'm really hoping we win this tonight, because if we don't, then I think we're in some big trouble, and we'll have to really think going forward, who are core people that can work together very strongly against a team that has large, semi or seemingly insurmountable odds to beating.
So our team is floating along fine. There is no drama. It's very kumbaya.
I like Joseph a lot. Still feeling really solid with Kenter and Rachel. And Dana, I like Dana. I think they just don't understand how social you have to be in this game, and that was a mistake that I made in my first time playing.
I am still in the game, surprisingly. I'm shocked. Hoping to win this to stay in a little bit longer, but I don't communicate a lot in the chats, here now with a few people, but definitely not with everybody, which really makes me sad. But, living a life and then trying to play this game and the back and forth is kind of difficult. So I'm having a lot of fun, but really looking forward to today's challenge.
Excited and nervous for the challenge today because I don't want to go to Tribal Council. I would love if we could just wipe out all of the villains and then go to Tribal Council as a heroes team. I'm not naive. I don't know that will happen, but it almost happened last time I played. But even if we do go to Tribal Council, I am particularly excited because I found an idol. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
I found an idol.
Richie, Robbie, and I have not found an idol. I found an advantage, which is great, but an idol's still out there.
Of course, I'm not telling this soul. Me, Robbie, and Kath agreed that we would tell each other, but now I'm still pretending, playing dumb.
It's not an idol. Okay, I'm done. I'm very excited.
Kath told me she found Block of Vote, so life is good right now. They hate to see me winning, but here I am.
And with that, it is now time for both teams to compete in their second challenge. I hope you're all excited and very nervous because I am nervous for you. You know, started off the game one down, Charlotte medevac right off the bat. Justin, what would be the feeling of having to go to tribal council yet again if you lose this challenge?
I was just gonna drop an F-bomb. That's all I have for that.
Okay.
It would be absolutely awful. It would not be fun. So
For sure. Well, I know I'm supposed to remain impartial, but I'm kind of rooting for you right now. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens.
I do want to say while we're all here, I know last tribal council was kind of crazy, but I'm happy that we've all kind of gotten through it together and had the conversations we needed to have in order to like get through it and move on and have fun with this game. And I feel like if anything, it's going to make us stronger. So I'm really hoping we win.
Manny, I remember you were a part of that drama during tribal council. Do you feel the same? It's all good?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely took a step and I talked to everybody. I messaged everybody the same way too, and just making sure everybody was clear. It's just a game, it's to have fun too.
Well, I say let's just get right into the challenge. This should take 5 minutes. For today's challenge, each team will be shown the same 4 different pictures of a location somewhere on Earth. First, each team will have 3 minutes to decide which country they think the photos are from. Then, they will be able to use Google Maps to pick a town in their selected country. Whoever picks closer will be safe from tribal council.
I wonder if it's like
Canada? I don't know, like
Canada maybe,
like
or
by the-
like Greenland.
I'm thinking some Northern Europe.
Alaska?
It's in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering about
Yeah.
the people with the horses. They seem to be some kind of like cultural dress.
They are cold. That man is in a full ass fursuit.
Yeah.
I mean, what are those? Yeah. Are they houses? Like yurts?
It feels like a resort. I hate to say it. Like
Or
it
it could
feels
just
like
be like a village.
And I don't know whether this looks like a lake or it's on the coast either.
Canada or Russia? Canada or Russia is my guess.
Okay, should we go with Uzbekistan?
I mean, Russia's huge
Where
though.
do we go?
And after much deliberation, the villains eventually settled on Hartley Bay in eastern Canada, while the heroes picked Urga, a lake town in western Uzbekistan. With the real location being a lake village in Mongolia, the heroes win yet again.
Why are we at tribal again? I feel like our team finally got to a place where like we moved past the Drew fiasco. I'm so freaking mad that the heroes are not in this position. They have too many players.
Yeah, there's literally, like you said, there's 7 and how many of us after tonight?
or
But like it will make us stronger and have like the experience they don't have.
We are now going to go from being a 5-person tribe to a 4-person tribe. Hopefully for the better.
I think this tribal will be straightforward. Hopefully.
I'd like to keep Justin, as I mentioned before.
it feels like I'm good to go. I have kind of reconciled with members of the tribe. It's a huge misunderstanding on all parts of what happened with Drew, and so feels like we might be able to work together.
I just hope that him and Manny haven't cooked something up to like take one of us out.
Haven't really heard from Manny, unfortunately. We were working together and I asked, what are you thinking? Like, what's your vibe? Do you want to like try something? Didn't hear anything. And so I don't know what to do.
Justin's pretty strategic. However, Manny doesn't really respond. So he is the easy target tonight.
The team is more solidified, more together. I'm glad that it's finally becoming more of a team.
They're saying him. They don't want to vote for someone that's been so nice and such a good friend, but I also need to play the game. So
I don't know if I'm just being paranoid because this pre-tribal has been a little bit more tame, but I'm actually really nervous. I am working with Kath and Richie.
I'm planting seeds about targeting Kath next. I was considering just getting her out now, but I was like, well, she has that advantage, which is scary.
So I'm a little bit nervous about tonight's vote. We have an idol unaccounted for. It could easily backfire and one of the returnees could go home.
Obviously, we're a little scared about idols, but I don't know. It's a tribe full of villains.
We'll see. We will see. I feel like 95% of me feels okay, but there's always that one fucking 5% that's like something could go wrong. So
I believe Grindr crashed at some point today.
I texted Ethan. I said, "Hey, we have a national emergency on our hands. We can't have tribal right now. This is like heartfelt in our community." And he's like, "We must go on." And I was like, "Okay." Like,
Hey, where are
sorry.
you?
I'm
I'm dead.
actually here. I'm in the Cubs stadium. Drinking my
Fantastic.
beer. I'm being a diva today. Sorry.
So sorry. Back at Tribal Council yet again. So sorry. You'll be down to 4 after this Tribal Council. If you're lucky, Kath, if you were to survive this round and you were down to 4, would you feel lucky or would you feel like this is bullshit 7 heroes versus 4 villains?
You know, Ethan, I would say we were promised that the playing field would be pretty level for the first challenge. And quite frankly, I didn't find it too level, considering the heroes and the villains all had the same amount of time to prepare and had 2 people presenting. However, they have 5 minds behind those 2, and we only had 4. So quite frankly,
Sure.
I'm feeling gypped in this moment. But if I were to continue, I'd be happy to be a part of like, you know, the tribe, because I think that within the past week, we have gotten strong, echoing what Robbie said before our challenge, we have gotten stronger and we have communicated more. And I think that we, you know, hell of a first challenge and hell of a first tribal. So I'm like very
For sure.
content with where we are. So it's just very unfortunate that certain things weren't kept up by the host, but I'll stop there.
I'll take that. Robbie, Kath is, still feeling things that occurred in the first episode. In the first episode, you got 2 votes cast against you. Are you still feeling that, or do you feel like we're back to where we're fresh and we're all good?
Yeah, and I remember exactly which 2 voted for me. No, I'm just kidding. I was expecting those 2 votes, and I think the reason being is pretty clear now. And I think with who ended up getting voted out, we're a lot stronger. After last week's vote, a lot of things were cleared up. And so I was really hoping to progress with a group of 5. And unfortunately, we're not able to do so. But I do think whoever does go on to continue in this game, and hopefully I'm part of it, they'll have a step up from the heroes, because they haven't gone to tribal. They haven't had to put those lines in the sand, and they haven't had to trust one another. And that's something whoever does move forward from the villains tribe will have that the villains or the heroes won't. But no, I don't hold anything against it. If you don't expect some votes in the game of Survivor, then why the hell are you playing?
Manny, you got a vote last time. Robbie was like, "Oh, I know who voted for me." Do you know who voted for you?
Not specifically. I'm hoping it was the person that got voted off so that we are all clear and everything. But if it's not and somebody wants to come clear and like say something in DMs, I'm open to talking and hashing it out and figuring it out. You know, I'm not that evil. I kind of am, but not really.
And Justin, all this talk about last time, there was a big tribal last time, but last time you played your idol. What's been the fallout of that decision?
Me feeling stupid. Besides that, I feel like again, tensions were very high, and I think just based off of what was said, I did what I thought was best for me. I was like not gonna sit on something and go home like other people did. And yeah, I was like, I'm gonna use it if I have to, and I didn't have to, but I'm glad I used it.
Richie, before this tribal council started, y'all were talking about, when's the merge coming? Is there going to be a tribe swap, et cetera, et cetera? How much does this kind of forward thinking impact tonight's vote?
I think that forward thinking has everything to do with tonight's vote because the numbers are so tight and we have far and away the minority of numbers. We want those numbers to be strong and solid. So I think that's what tonight's vote will be about. And as much as it is scary to be on the wrong, be down in numbers, there's also the Survivor fan of me is a little bit excited to be on the underdog side of things, because that's fun to be an underdog if you pull it off.
Yes, that is where many winners have started in this game. So you never know. You never know. All right. Thank you, everybody. General question for the group. Now that 2 advantages are gone, one was played last time, the other one went home with Drew. Has there been any more discussion about advantages generally? Anybody can answer this one.
I think more so just gooped that Drew had an advantage, went home with it, and voted for Manny. I don't the strategy there. I just am at a loss for words.
Do you feel like there was probably some kind of like sneaky words happening that misdirected his vote, or do you think this was just a blunder on his part?
As far as what I've gathered based on Drew and what I've strategized with him before, or tried to strategize with him before last week, I think it was a big blunder on his part. And honestly, it worked in our favor because I think he was the right person to go during the first tribal for sure.
In layman's terms, he was an asshole.
Oh, wow.
I'll say it. If he
Wow.
wants to come for me, he can't. He's not here. So
As soon as he got voted out, he messaged me saying, "Bye, fucker," and that was it.
Damn, this is all very good to know. Okay, y'all. So, last time's vote was all over the place, but seems somehow connected and unanimous in a certain way. It was very interesting. All right, so we'll get into the vote very soon, but before we go into the voting booth, if anybody else has anything they would like to say, now would be a time to do so.
Don't vote for me.
If anybody has an advantage besides an idol and you would like to play it, now would be the last chance this tribal council for you.
My beer is my advantage.
You got to finish it for it to work.
Yeah, chug. No, man.
iconic.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Ethan. I'm stressed. I'm still stressed. My vote is for Manny. Manny, this is nothing personal. I really wish the 5 of us could go to merge and take over the world. But alas, alack, we chose to go with Canada instead of Russia.
I think Manny's biggest flaw was just not chatting with everyone enough. I think he was just too distant and wasn't as responsive as he needed to be. I think he's an awesome person and really charismatic and fun.
I'm getting to like everybody, and I don't know exactly who should I vote for, but I don't know. I'm just trying this one out to the Angels and hoping that the vote is kind of upset, and this way maybe it's a tie or something. I don't know, whatever. So sorry, Richie. I love you.
Sad to see this person go, but if it has to be anyone, I think that you will have the best attitude about it. We need to keep this tribe strong.
I feel like in order to keep the tribe solid, I'm going to vote for.
The votes are in. I'll read the votes, but first, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Ethan, I wanted to say something really quick. You asked if we had any final words, and I just wanted to bring up the poor unfortunate grinder victims of 2023 who had an outage from 5 to 6 CST. I wanted to take a moment and just remember those people.
That's great. Here, let's take a 5 seconds of silence. All right, I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. Here we go. First vote, Manny. Second vote, Richie. Third vote, Manny. The third person voted out of Survivor, Manny. Manny, so sorry. I need you to leave the Zoom call.
Bye, Manny. Have a blast.
Congratulations on surviving yet another session. Hopefully it won't happen again. We will see. I can only pray for you so much.
Let's do this, Dylan. Let's freaking do this.
Have a great night, everybody. Let me know if you need anything at all, any questions or whatever. Stay tuned in the Discord for further scheduling for the next challenge.
Cool.
Good luck.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, Belen.
Bye.
Bye, Billies.